We gotta cut the disrespect out, bro. We gotta cut it out. I don't know who made this poll, but this is a hell take for real. Will Smith could play every Denzel role, but Denzel couldn't play every Will Smith role. It's very disrespectful. Y'all think y'all forgetting who Denzel is? I think certain people, which is crazy to me, look at him as an overrated actor, which that could be far from the truth. Because he's one of the greatest actors of all time. He's literally, yeah, you have him in that conversation now. You can have him in a conversation with Marlon Brando, Sidney Poitier, Lily Pastor man, um, Jack Nicholson, De Niro, Pacino. You can have him in that conversation with them. That's how great Denzel is. And I'm like, Denzel would have bodied King Richard, and he would have, for the third time, won an Oscar. He definitely would have bodied King Richard. Never really seen 7 Pounds, but I'm like, he can do dramatic roles. He can do any type of role. It's just when he has that star power that he can pick certain roles. Will Smith can too, but it's like he's very decisive. Denzel is very decisive. It's his movies, and yeah, Will Smith passed on Django, which I think it was okay. It was okay that he, not the movie, but I'm saying it was okay that he passed on that because that's one of my favorite movies. Is Django, and Jamie Foxx did that role justice. But them one of the roles, if he would have did it, would have been a little bit more cartoonish because he's usually playing when he does certain action things. Besides, well, even Bad Boys, I'm like Bad Boys, he's goofy in that too, but that's because that's a buddy comedy, that's a buddy action comedy. So, but and I think that's where you get the most badass version of Will Smith is in Bad Boys, no pun intended. But yeah, that's where you can really see him kick ass the most. You do have movies, other action movies he's done, but I'm like Gemini Man, nah. I Robot, that's one of my favorite Denzel, not Denzel, Will Smith movies. I Robot is one of my favorite Will Smith movies, and I feel like Denzel would have bought that role too, and he probably would have took it up a notch because he would have probably got Antoine Fuqua on board to direct it, and it probably would have hit even harder. But also, Denzel wouldn't do Wild Wild West because he would do what he did, a Magnificent Seven compared to a Wild West, and that's one of my dad's favorite movies. He likes Wild Wild West for some reason. I mean, I gotta rewatch it because I'm like, I don't, because again, that's another like kind of cartoonish Will Smith movie. I'm like pairing those two. You got a badass cowboy in Denzel and Sam Chisholm in Magnificent Seven, along with other great actors in it, and he still did his thing. With Wild Wild West, like I said, it's cartoonish. Then Denzel, I don't think he could do Men in Black, but he wouldn't have because that don't fit his wheelhouse. I don't think he wouldn't really do. He could do a sci-fi movie, but he wouldn't do. If I'm not mistaken, if he hasn't done a sci-fi movie, but he'd probably like I said with iRobot, he'd probably take it up another notch. It'd be more darker. It wouldn't be as goofy as it was with Will Smith. And it's not even really saying he's a goofy actor. It's just think about this. You grew up seeing Will Smith as the Fresh Prince. He always takes elements of the Fresh Prince in the majority of the movies he's in, unless it's a real serious role like King Richard or Pursuit of Happiness, which you can see. I definitely can see Denzel doing Pursuit of Happiness because he did a movie that's not that. It's similar to that movie in John Q. Even though one son was dying in John Q. compared to Will Smith and his son were just struggling to get by. They were homeless. But hey, if you've seen John Q, you know he can do that role. Man literally said he would do whatever it takes for his son to live. That man literally held a hospital hostage because they wouldn't take his son and help him. They wouldn't help him with his son. So I'm trying to think of more roles like Will Smith has done that I think Denzel could do. Like I said, Will Smith has had a lot of like hit or miss type of movies. I Am Legend, I think Denzel could have did I Am Legend. Um, Suicide Squad. If it was a younger Denzel, then yes. Like the age he was when that came out, I'm like, nah, he's not gonna do that now. Back then, if they did Suicide Squad, which probably would have been in the realm of a Batman Forever type of movie, or maybe it could have been like a Blade. But what else? What other movies? Hitch. You don't really see Denzel do comedic things. Like I said, you don't really see him do those comedic type of movies. I can't remember if the preacher's wife was kind of like a comedy, but it's the one thing that's the one movie I can think of where it's like he's in like romantic. I don't know if it was romantic. Like I said, I ain't seen that movie in forever. So yeah, you just have one of them is more badass in a lot of things. I'm like Will Smith, Equalizer. Yes and no. It's not gonna hit the same like you got with Denzel. It's not gonna hit the same like you got with Denzel. I don't think it would. And I hope people don't think this is hate I'm throwing. It's not hate. I'm being for real. I'm being like realistic about it. Yeah, it's like this is an L take. They both are phenomenal actors, but it's like one I can definitely see playing a lot of the other one's roles. And the other one you can see them playing certain roles, but it's like you're not gonna have that gravitas. You're not gonna have that same aura that the other one had. That's the, I mean that's the best way to summarize it.